back, everyone, to Third Street Reactions. I'm Zach.
Shane.
We are back with Andor, Season 2, Episode 8. Do you remember what happened earlier this evening?
Yeah, I think the big Gorman storyline is going to come to an head. We have even the Gorman resistance. They're kind of disagreeing on things. The Empire's moving forward with the original plan and just mining the hell out of that plan to the point where the core breaks.
Yeah, they talked about forced relocation.
And they have to, and they're gonna have to just. It's interesting though, because I feel like is the idea now that I'm trying to think, like, because they've done a good job of creating this resistance and spreading this propaganda, and now they're just going to go with the original plan. Is it because now people aren't going to care because Gorman sucks, or? Well,
they talked about the alternatives. They were trying to explore alternatives, and they said they had a lab on Edu that was exploring those and looking into all that shit. But and that might be a crock of shit.
Yeah.
It's like, we want this, but we're going to try to sell it to you to make you more comfortable with the idea that we got to fuck these people in the ass.
Yeah.
And take the plan. I
imagine he's probably being relatively honest with her. I imagine they were trying to do that on Edu. They just can't. There's not a good substitute.
Well, I understand because there's Galen Urso.
Yeah.
His job was to recreate an alternative to kyber crystals.
Yeah.
So a synthetic kyber crystal. And they needed that resource to power the Death Star's fucking death ray.
Guys, make sure you check out our post off in the last episode. We do go into it a lot. I think the question is what's going to happen with, for me, Syril and Deedra. And then after that, maybe Bix. Are they on the chopping block?
Well, the idea is that they're being drawn between two forces. Luthen's obviously still vying for them.
Yeah.
Through Willman and his networks. So you have the extremists on one side, the proper rebels on the other.
But even then, what does that mean? They blow up the Death Star, they kill 1 million people.
I know. I was thinking about that in the last reaction.
And probably only 50,000 people there.
Because people don't want honesty. They don't. I firmly believe that.
Yeah.
Humans don't want honesty. They want, or truth.
Yeah.
They want the truth that they want to hear.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they want. They don't want the real fucking truth. They don't want brutal, honest truth. They want what fits in their narrative. Yeah. It's always so great about the Joker's dialogue of The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
It's all according to plan.
Yeah. Guys, before we jump into this, if you want to support us, check us out on Patreon. We appreciate it. Leave a comment down below. Go to Patreon to see our full-length uncut reactions and early access. Let's jump in. Okay. Yeah, that actually looks nice. Looks like Italy. It's not good to get a good look at a beautiful city like this.
Nope.
For this long of a time. It's the longest shot.
Yep.
I was going to say, wouldn't they always be weaker if you put them together? But you have to put... All rifles are different parts.
Yeah.
One on each side! Come on, soldier, look lively!
How are they going to get everyone off the planet?
You may not be that concerned about it. There may not be that many people there, though, in consideration of an entire planet, if their economy can support.
Did you know about this?
Oh shit, baby!
They're opening the plaza.
You hear that? Apologies, I know you've been waiting.
There's reports coming in from the countryside. They're saying we've landed mining rigs.
You seem animated.
Rumors spread quickly these days.
I like the cut of his jibs.
The mining equipment, already on site. Is that a story Director Krennic wants to be telling?
We're done with local rumors. The only story that matters is Gorman aggression.
The threats. Our struggles with Gorman are well documented at this point.
The idea, though, is that they're forcing her instead of her role and actually doing something that she feels is productive.
Yeah, he's still here?
Probably can't afford to lose manpower.
I just don't know if he'd be able to live with himself.
Everyone justifies themselves somehow.
Yeah.
Situation down. The casualties from yesterday's bombing at the naval depot are still yet to be finalized. The fear is the numbers will be minimized to lower the temperature here.
I can't stand that one. I really can't.
I know.
Comms are down. We're making rounds. Imperial employees are to report immediately to the ILC building.
You better do it, Syril.
Richard.
There's a shot of my dad wearing a trench coat in Japan during Vietnam. He looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always liked him, but... So he knows.
Yeah.
Gotta go back to his silk store, man.
say, damn it.
I know. Son of a bitch.
Wilman. That woman might die.
You dare walk our streets! You dare walk among us! How could we be so foolish? Mention why. How do you say that? How do you speak the words? People know what you're doing. We've had reports all night. There's mining equipment being dropped all over the planet.
It's a rumor.
Are you mad that I believe that? What's in our ground? What is it you've been sent to steal from us?
I think he's going to tip.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see the visual effect of
Everything as you want it.
What I want's a comfortable ride home. But let's not confuse the chain of command. I'm the trigger supervisor, you're the finger. Make sure you're available.
You were never here. Didn't log you in.
I hope things work out for you.
Rebellions are built on hope.
We are the galaxy.
You know, an earlier time period too. Just like the clothes they're wearing.
They turn away from each other. Just
Yeah.
ships in the night.
He's been after him for years.
The galaxy is watching. And now,
Something's gonna happen, Enza.
Will, you hear me?
Repeat, where are you? Talk to me.
Look at that.
Even though Imperial officials tried to desperately negotiate a peaceful demonstration, local insurgents spread rumors through the night and have organized this whole...
So he's seeing it all.
I need to get upstairs.
Just be a minute, sir. Just making sure we're all safe.
He looks...
Little frazzled.
Yeah, he does. Those are scary as hell. There's not a lot of aliens on Gorman. Or
That
Aldani.
one's just staring at his ass.
Or Aldani.
Staring him down.
Yeah, I wonder if that's going to be
K2SO.
K2SO.
Close all the exits. Yes, sir. Channel 5 is open. Standing by, sir. Southgate.
How's he going to get out?
No.
We'll be alright. Stay with Captain. I have to go find my friend.
To fall in love during times of war. You know what I mean? Have you seen those pictures of soldiers going on like on a train and they're like being hung out the window by their buddies so they kiss a girl? It's, yeah.
Within the crowd. Was that not my order? They're green, sir. They're useless. I see Imperial uniforms, Sergeant. I see a barricade lane to the memorial that I need kept open. You will march them out there immediately and secure the area, or you can all finish your days in an Imperial brig.
His visor go back down.
Yeah. What are they doing?
Probably chipping up rocks for him to throw. There's some Molotov cocktails going on there.
Yep. I wonder there are Imperials undercover in there too.
I'm gonna see this massacre is about to happen.
Yeah.
Close it.
How long have you known about all this?
How long?
We can discuss this later.
Too late already.
Cyril, please.
You're gonna tell me what this has really been about?
You're hurting me.
And you are going to tell me what the mining ships are doing here. They're already unloading in John Novi and Liqua. You couldn't even wait.
Jeez.
You tell me it's a rumor, and I will throw you out that window.
Something in the dirt here. They need it. It's the energy program.
That's hard to watch.
It's something they can't do without. They need the planet.
Yep.
How long have you known this?
We're going home, Syril. We're going home as heroes. This began long before we got here. We wanted to be together. You didn't seem to mind the promotions.
Well, granted, he didn't know.
Yeah.
Good luck, Deedra.
Oh, man, you gotta stay with that girl.
That was, if he's gonna have a woman, that was his chance.
Yeah. You gotta take the bad, Syril, for a woman like that. Honestly, I'm kind of proud of him.
I mean, he's having a pretty powerful moment there where
Yeah.
he stood up for himself now.
Yeah.
I was a little uncomfortable watching him doing what he was doing.
I know. Because she, I don't know.
The whole fucking ether of the situation, like everything that's there, I get it. But
I guess the
saying
fight-
that it's just, I understand if a woman's trying to kill you or something like that. There's grounds for something like Bill Burr said, but that was not it.
Yeah.
Then again, she probably would have told him the fucking truth in terms of the story. He didn't bring, so
What are you doing, Syril? Like, what can you do?
maybe he'll die.
Bring him back. Do not let him leave the building.
Party pass is on the line.
Where you left? You weren't that quick. You must have ran out of there.
He's probably gonna die in there. It's gonna turn Deedra. I don't know. I feel like there's some death coming.
Yeah, there has to be, because the build-up has been the whole episode.
Wilman, tell me where you are.
West side. The columns by the craft house. Find me. I can't hear you. Find me.
But where?
You're the soft talker, woman.
Yeah, Wilman.
Orders, please. Supervisor Miro,
Proceed.
put him on. Channel 5, open.
5 online, standing by.
Fire at will. Repeat, fire at will.
Oh, shit. Syril, take cover. What are you doing? No one's gonna see that guy up there.
The cats will get him.
Ah, shit. Poor guy. We have not seen one child, which is good. I hope that kid can make up for himself somehow.
Well, it's about the redemption story, aren't you? Zimolikov cocktail, eh?
Ah, shit. Oh, shit.
The pretty lady.
Yeah.
Is that the motherfucker in Gorman?
Yeah. Shit.
Supervisor,
if I thought I might not ever get the shot again, I might take it. Like, he's probably still alive though because he. Oh shit!
They are.
Well, they're susceptible to blaster fire too.
They are, but they're a little more durable. Like, it takes a lot to beat them in Fallen Order.
Yeah. Oh, in Fallen Order, dude. They take forever to take down, man.
I know.
But, you know, in Rogue One, there was a time where Cassian just shot one. So how'd you not know that was me?
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't want to... Oh, fudge. Damn, dude.
Who's dying? Deedra or Syril in this episode?
I don't know. I keep thinking whoever dies...
He's right out there in the fucking...
Yeah.
Like, you think some Imperial would just shoot his ass?
Yeah.
Because he's the only one not moving.
Oh, he's crying too. If Deedra gets killed, he's going to see it. If he gets killed, Deedra's going to see it.
Yeah.
What's that?
Try to take the shot.
Oh. Dude, you can't change anything, man. You know what I mean?
He saw Cassian. Yep.
Did he get the shot off?
Damn.
Jesus.
Going ballistic. Bite his fingers. Bite him.
You're not going to take him out for long just because he's better than you. But then again, you got the jump on him.
Well, he's not a Reb, though. You think Cassian would be much more capable?
Yeah, I think he just got the jump on him.
I understand that, but...
Oh,
not the bird seed.
Nah, damn, what are these birds going to do now?
Oh, fuck!
Dude, that would mess you up. Cassian doesn't... Does Cassian even know...
Remember him?
I don't
even know you.
I don't think he's ever seen him. Yeah, here he
Cassian will be so much more capable.
Yeah.
I understand the drop point, but...
Syril can take a hit. He's got to be done, dude.
Damn.
This is wild, bro.
This is great. He's like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah. Jeez.
Reminds you of Bullet Train. I want to kill you. Why?
Yeah. What a great movie that is.
Fantastic.
Nope, he's dying. Something's gonna happen right then.
He's dying. Maybe he won't kill him.
Who are you?
Oh!
Oh, fuck.
Hey! Samuel for the win.
Ah, damn.
I'm just glad he's there fighting.
The man that almost took out Cassian, damn Andor.
I know.
But if you are starting to side with the Gormans, why do you attack Cassian? I mean, that's why.
Well, because it's Cassian, and probably because it's like, he probably sees him as like the catalyst for everything.
Yeah, and granted, he wasn't going to kill him because he lowered his weapon too.
Well, it's after he asked him that. It's like, who are you? It's like,
What are you doing? I'm not leaving without Deedra. No. I've got to find her. Wilmot, stop. We have to leave. It's not far. Everything is fine. We need a ride to the ship. Look at me.
the droids. Pretty brutal seeing people throwing against the wall and shit like that. One shot's not killing these motherfuckers.
No, it kind of happened out of convenience in the movie, but...
Hey! I think it's Brina, whatever the hell her name is. Wrote it down. Yeah,
this
Brina.
guy.
Oh!
It's going to be the guy in it. Maybe not, I don't know. They had to really
Oh,
put
it's
that...
split in half.
You killed it.
You old chap. You done something useful.
Sam, I remember you. Thank you. That's where I'm going. No, we're leaving! I told you I can't. You go. I'll be alright, you'll see. Well, please. I can't leave her behind. Tell people what happened here, Cass.
I mean, he'd do the same thing for Bix.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why he's probably stopping.
Stolen sky.
I love how it's still about Ferrex, you know?
Wait! One last favor.
Probably wants him to rebuild that fucking
Roman's
thing.
in a hurry. That's gonna,
Yeah.
Come on now.
Oh, they helped him load it.
Oh.
There you go.
Palmer 1.
K2SO.
This is Palmer 1. The voice of God. This is Palmer 1, making an emergency broadcast on all open channels. Palmer 1. We are under siege. We're being slaughtered. The imperial murder of Gorman has begun. There are hundreds of bodies this moment. As I say these words, hundreds of murdered Gorman lay dead in Palmer Plaza. Thousands more on the streets, more every minute. We're being destroyed. This is Gorman reaching for any open channel that can hear me. If you can hear me. If you believe in truth, if you have any faith left in truth, please march this specific message forward. Now they expect us to die without knowing why. The conspiracy...
The first movie I ever saw him in was Inglourious Bastards. He had a small role in it.
Trino!
Found you. We gotta let people know what happened. Help me.
Sounds like they're all gonna die, man. Trying to hold it together.
Even as Imperial security forces are still assessing even as our questions are being asked about how an insurrection of this scale could be mounted without the aid.
Where's old fucking Unc Harlow at?
He's come out and be like the final boss in this show.
As the Imperial martyrs of Gorman are mourned, we're sure to learn a great deal more about what happened here today.
Think about how you treated him his whole life.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Such a good episode.
That was a very good episode. See,
Yeah.
one of those episodes, like they've been building shit up. And then,
Well, I kept thinking, is it gonna be worth it? Is it gonna be worth it? And then it definitely was. I mean, I was pretty
just
emotional.
like Dennis taking over like the radio comms and trying to reach out to people in the distress signal.
Yeah, it felt so real.
Yeah, it was absolutely great. Like just that the desperation over top of the slaughter.
Yeah, and just to see Cassian like that too. Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to like Deedra as a character, but you know, obviously, she had such a huge hand in this, but she didn't know. I mean, I'm not.
I think she's just caught up in the. At that point, she's caught up in the I guess just the. She's like caught in the gears. You know what I mean? She was part of the machine.
Yeah.
And then she realized the cost of doing business in that machine, and she did not know. At first, she thought it was about order, probably like a lot of Imperials do.
Yeah.
And they didn't realize the depths that the Empire was going to crawl. And now they're setting this up and just slaughtering all these people. And she lost Syril, and I think that's part of it.
Yeah.
Obviously. I think if she hadn't lost Syril, she probably would be holding it together
She
better.
can still justify, like, we could be together, we can go back to Coruscant.
Yeah,
like,
there was still
this is going to get done no matter what I did.
Like, her idea of a good life after the fact,
Yeah.
that the ends would justify the means. But now she's lost him.
So there's no ends.
Yeah, there's no ends. It's just the means. And now she's crumbling.
And this was technically, like I said, like, she kind of floated this idea to Krennic about the rebellion and everything else.
But she didn't realize probably, too, though.
Well, she didn't know that they were going to come and massacre everyone, I think, until this episode, really.
Well, the reality, yeah, of that.
Yeah.
Like with her dealings with the security guy. What the hell's his name? Begins with a K.
Cocksucker.
Kato.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's just, I don't think she realized that. And now
Yeah.
we're at odds with the situation.
Yeah, I mean, just with the protest the repetitiveness of it with slowly swelling, and you knew something was going to go on. If they do that for more than half an episode, you know it's going to be wild. And yeah, I really wasn't sure who was going to die. I thought it'd be one of them. I didn't think it'd be both of them. I mean, obviously we both thought, like, as soon as he had Cassian to guns, done, what's it called? Guns to rights, or what's it called?
Dead to rights.
Dead to rights. Sorry. And dude. I mean, actually, Syril, like I said, he's going to go down as one of the great characters for me. I mean, he's just like this. I don't know. He was kind of this failure in life, according to his mom, and he wants to serve a higher purpose. He thinks the Empire is that higher purpose, and in the end of his life, he tried to attempt to do something good. I think.
Well, then they saw Cassian, and his rage and everything took over, his anguish.
Yeah.
But.
And then obviously in a ring, in a fair fight, he wouldn't beat Cassian, but he got the jump on him. I liked that for him before he died. And it's almost like, who are you? And then he gets killed. And now Cassian is not going to know who he is ever. And the
only person that's going to remember him are his mom and Deedra.
Yeah.
Deedra. Whatever.
Yeah. God, I mean, seeing those droids out like that, I mean, in the Clone Wars, we get like a hint of that in some things, like some media, that the droids are, when they attack a planet, they ravage everybody. Mm-hmm. But animated show, we don't see them attacking civilians too much. They're always fighting the Jedi and the clones.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a scary thing. Maybe the fucking Techno Union, and maybe they should have got more of them.
There's more money. They want to spend that money.
Yeah, as B1s. I mean, I think B1s are. It takes I think it's like 100 B1s make just a super battle droid.
Yeah.
And the droidicas are like 10 times more than super battle droids. Mm-hmm. So and those things are probably more advanced than droidicas.
And maybe
not more advanced, because those things can.
Yeah, they have the shield generators and shit.
Yeah, the shield generators are pretty good, but.
So I think they're definitely more advanced than super battle droids.
Oh, they have to be, yeah.
But they also don't carry any kind of.
Well, they have upgraded braids. They can talk and stuff, and.
Well, I was just thinking of ordnance on them. They're not like they don't have blasters mounted to them or anything like that. They're literally just these walking, fucking, abominable.
Yeah.
Things that indomitable things that are just like walking around, just destroying everybody. But they don't, compared to the super battle droids and etc. that had mounted guns and shit like that. So they wasn't like this strictly in terms of how people probably would see them, because these are technically security droids.
Yeah.
They aren't meant to look offensive.
Yeah.
So they don't have blasters and shit mounted to them, so they're just killing everybody on sight.
Yeah. In terms of the Gorman massacre, because I imagine the Tarkin massacre was a thing, and now the Gorman massacre is a separate thing. And they took both things kind of from the old canon, and they validated it here in the new canon.
Yeah.
And it didn't disappoint. Obviously, those things all happen off screen. The Tarkin massacre gets mentioned in. Well, the massacre gets mentioned actually in Rebels. Yeah. It's funny that we're watching at the same time, but the pace of this is obviously much faster, because we got multiple seasons of Rebels, but this weaves in and out of it.
I was very pleased with this episode. I like that Richard Semmel is, that moment where he kills Syril.
Yeah, and he sees Syril as, and he's right. Syril is a big part of why this all happened. That's probably why he feels so guilty, because I think he just learned to kind of like these people. I mean, he tried to grab that girl in the arm.
Well, his thing was that he's probably. Syril was still trying to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Whereas Deedra's the one that sees all the information behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But now, do you think Deedra is going to turn to the rebel side?
I think it would be great for her character. I mean, if she just
goes... she'll just die in a way that she just realizes her faults and...
I mean, that would be justice, but sad, I think,
It'd be a good ending for her character, though. Reminds me of a character from Man in the High Castle.
I mean, if she doesn't turn now after Syril dies and after seeing this, then yeah, I think honestly the scene where she couldn't hold it together was one of my favorite scenes in this show.
Absolutely, because I felt the emotional impact.
I felt it, man. I felt like I know she's a bad, like a quote unquote bad person. I really felt bad for her. I mean, she obviously felt bad, and obviously Syril, she's probably thinking about Syril, and yeah, I mean, it was such a.
Well, it's kind of like you're looking at the cost of doing business. Like you never really see that many Imperials that are losing things personally, because normally the Imperials, when we're presented with them, are people that are just fire at will, Commander, and like just
They press
killing everybody.
They press a button.
Yeah, they're killing everybody. They don't care.
Yeah.
They're very black and white. So you're seeing a very human aspect of Deedra, who she's lost something now.
Yeah.
So is she going to become more a hardliner for the Empire now because Syril died?
It's going to be one or the other.
Or is she going to become,
It's going to be one or the other.
Like she has to either justify everything she's done by staying the course with the Empire, or she's going to give it up because she lost Syril because of it. Yeah.
No, I agree. And honestly, Willman, I was kind of afraid that being with Saul, he was just going to completely change.
Yeah.
He's still fighting for, I guess, doing the Saw and Luthen thing. No, I mean, he cared about, what's her name, Brina. Yeah, I mean, he still has some humanity to him. I mean, that hug with him and Cassian, yeah, I mean, I was pretty compelled by
Saul was just like convincing him to the tipping point.
Yeah.
Like, you're nervous about being here, you're nervous about being in the fight.
Yeah.
Where's your head?
Yeah.
So Saul is the one that brought him over into the fight, more or less, completely.
Yeah, and this he wasn't afraid, really. He wasn't afraid to go back and try to find her. And it was a great moment. I actually really liked his character in this. In the closeness he has with Cassian, we got to remember in that first episode they were together. Or when Cassian got out of Yavin and went back to the planet they were on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lost one girl. It would suck for him to lose Sam or whoever.
Brina,
yeah. Sam was another girl who was killed. Yeah, but I mean, it just obviously it's showing the side of the universe and the brutality of it, the violence of it, and honestly, the scene in the bar where they were fighting with the explosions, and him and Syril were rolling around fighting. I mean, it was just a nice visceral scene.
It was a very good scene.
Yeah, I was very emotionally compelled at the end of the episode. It was a great piece of work, a great episode.
Fantastic episode.
I mean, we got one more in this arc. Man, can the last arc top this episode? Like some of the stuff in this episode, man.
Really depends on what goes down with the characters, I guess.
Yeah, it's weird because there's not too much for me to analyze. It was just very kind of in your face. But I always made assumptions that the Empire did stuff like this that people had never heard about because they covered it up. But the idea is like they can't cover this up, and then the audience never.
It depends if they had if they blocked radio signals going out of the planet, and that's why the Gormans couldn't reach anybody, and they kill everybody. Then,
at least in the old canon, it's one of the things that becomes a rallying point.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Mon references in Rebels.
Okay.
Well,
in that case,
by the way, Cassian, tell people what happened here. I mean,
we know he lives, so.
Yeah, just it's gonna be great to follow his story now up until Rogue One.
It will be. They've really stacked his character up.
Yeah, I mean he's become. I mean, yeah, it's just a great story. Yeah, it was a great episode, guys. Hope you liked our reaction. We'll see you next episode.